So it turns out that Target has corporate-wide, like one of the most developed and advanced CSI entire country for any purpose. And one of the things they do is they'll let people shoplift, but they'll document what they're taking up until an individual crosses the threshold that they could charge them with a felony, and then they come down on them, and they'll like track people to their homes if you're like a repeat shoplifter. Like it's some Minority Report shit. Like they have a ridiculously aggressive and advanced loss prevention system. And it turns out that the place where they test all this new technology, because one of the ways they do this is they have this incredibly advanced hidden camera system in every Target you ever been that tracks and like notes when people are loitering in front of certain areas, that in ways that make it, because like they've got enough data that they're like, okay, if somebody's for a certain time and for in certain parts of the store, it means they're probably going to steal, certain highly stolen items. And the store that they is a test case store for all of this, where they actually like set all this up and figured all this out, was the Minneapolis Target that got burnt down last year or got looted last year. So that anyway, that's I've been both bitching at Target and thinking back to when everybody fucked up that Target, and because of how out of thing the CEO of Target had to go on national, go out in front of the nation to be like, it's actually okay that people destroyed our Target. Please don't.
We knew they were going to
destroy a crime lab. Yeah,
they were
down the crime lab.
We saw them. We knew they were going to burn us down. Like whatever, we called it.
That's fine. I remember reading about this. That Target's basically crime labs are legal grade because they have to prove that their evidence is legally admissible in courts. They basically have like a private detectives, like police force.
Yeah. It's great.
I'm fucked. You know how many scrunchies I've stolen from Target since I was a teenager?
I used to steal so much shit from.
They've got a file on you
from
for
a lot
sure.
Of places. I would rock around a bunch of different stores. But yeah, I definitely have stolen a number of things from Targets over the years, mainly like cables and shit. Yeah.
I once stole a jacket from an H&M. This is the only thing I've ever stolen. Full disclosure.
How dare you?
I know, and I'm that person that's like, it's wrong, but like this guy was begging. It didn't have a tag, and it didn't have a beeper thing, and so I just slung it over my arm and then walked out. And
that's a very feminine way of stealing. The feminine pathology of, I'm just gonna walk out with it brazenly, and then if something goes off, I can be like, oh God, sorry.
Whoa,
I didn't know I was holding this.
Yeah, I was thinking about my period because I'm bleeding right now.
I was in such a rush to powder my tits. I forgot to buy this dress.
This is full female privilege for sure.
I had to shoplift with my partner at the time in order to get away with it.
You had to have.
And then you do the distraction thing where like I'll purchase a couple of items, but she's got a bunch of stolen shit on her person, and then we both walk out together, and it always worked pretty well. We never got caught.
We need to have a whole show on petty theft tips.
So what'd you steal? Yeah, I love that podcast. I love that show generally. That should really be a prime time
steal?
CBS show.
The only problem with what did you steal is it's going to be hard to sell ad time on it. Advertisers are going to be like, nobody's going to buy anything on this show. They steal shit.
Hey, thanks so much for watching the Bitchuation Room podcast live stream. And while you're here, why don't you just subscribe to this channel? I promise it'll be good.